Hi, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Ben. Today I'm going to walk around this 2017 Renault Koleos Intens that we have here in stock. Very, very nice car. You'll have a look at the front, all new design that they've just released into the market, and wow, doesn't it look the part. The nice new grille that they've just put on with the big diamond in the middle, and then they have got the nice C-shape lighting as well, which really stands out. Everything about this car just says style. It just says, look at me. Just want to run it through, point out all the features that I can physically see, and if there is anything that I don't know about, let's go through and see if we can find something in here. Looking at the bonnet, look at the new nice lines that they've just brought out, that chiseled front that really stands out. No marks on that bonnet that I can see at all through there. Looking down into the headlights, like I said, we do have your running lights, your daytime running lights in there, which has a little tiny bit of Audi design in there. You can really see they've honed in on the chisel, so with the C-shape headlights on the front. We do actually even have LED headlights on this car as well. So this is the top of the range. They call it the LED, the Intens, the Koleos Intens, for a reason. We do have a line that comes through, the nice chrome that comes through down into the side grille, that just follows right through. The whole car basically just is seamless right through from the front to the back. We do have, let me just check your tyre size on this. So we do have the 225/60 R18s on this car, so they are an 18-inch alloy, and the car being brand new, it has got brand new tyres on there as well. Stepping up to the side here, you can see the integrated side mirror. Those mirrors, so you've got your indicators up in there, and your mirror is quite wide as well. So it is it's a bigger car, so you want to be able to see around it. Now, the one thing that Renault are very well known for is they have got your proximity sensors here as well. So this car is actually running at the moment. The keys are in the car, but this proximity sensor, so when you walk away from the car will automatically lock itself, and you can walk up, press that button, and unlock it again as well. One other thing I'll point out as well, very well known for their wide doors, which they do have the side intrusion bars in this car. So what that's going to do, and you can even hear it, just the sound of that door, the side intrusion actually stops the pressure going inside the car and the force going in. It actually spreads it across the side of the car. So they look good with the lines and everything that they've got, but they're there for a reason as well. Stepping down the back, so you can see that it has got the privacy tint on the rear of the car, and you've got so the front's got none, but the back two windows are darker than the front, so they do have the privacy glass. Stepping down to the back, tyres are good on the back there as well. Stepping around the back, we can see that we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 proximity sensors on the rear of this vehicle. So that's going to allow you to be able to park, which we'll go through a little bit more about the parking system that this car has, because it has got a very good parking system in there as well. We do have a proximity, we have a reverse camera there. The other cool thing about this car is it is an auto tailgate. So that lifts up itself. And then we've got the nice boot space in the back. So they're very well known for a really good size boot. They don't have a 7-seat, but they have got a nice boot space, which is what you do get. We do have in here as well a subwoofer, so they do have the premium quality sound in the Bose sound system throughout this car, and you can see there they have got the Bose subwoofer in the back of this as well, which we will go through in more detail inside. As you can see as well, just looking from the back here, you can see the nice cream leather, which really sets it off, especially with this nice metallic blue that we've got. Got a button up here, press that, which then drops that back down. We do have the nice lights that have just changed their lighting, the rear tail light, just with the new design, how it has that sort of C shape as well. A little tiny bit more of the European design coming through from France. Stepping around the passenger side now, again, just like the driver's side, there's no marks on this car. It is very, very clean. It's probably a little bit dirty at the moment, but that's what happens when you've got construction zones around us. Brand new tyres all around, like I said. And let's jump under the bonnet of this car and have a little bit more of a look at it, because there's a few more things under there. Actually, I did forget to mention, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking sensors on the front of this car as well, so you do have that. Okay, so now underneath the bonnet of this car. Now this is the Renault Koleos 2.5 litre petrol, naturally aspirated. The fuel consumption on this car is 8.3 litres per 100 kilometres. Now it does have a 60 litre tank, so you're going to get on average of 720 kilometres out of this tank. Now the one thing with Renault is Renault are very well known for their racing heritage, and everything that they do in their motors is bought into their passenger stuff as well. So they really, really do hone in on trying to make sure that everything that they do is done with the best and using their Renault, their technology. So the one thing I do want to point out as well, and the one thing I did forget to mention before, is we have what we call a Visio system. Okay, so it does have the Visio system. Now that has the rain sensing wipers, and it does have an anti-braking system. So you'll actually start to get close to a car. So it's like a crash mitigation warning. So it will actually help you at brake. So it's a braking assist. Okay, we'll go through that as we get inside the car in more detail. Okay, so now inside this Renault Koleos, I'll just turn that beautiful sound down. So now inside this 2017 Renault Koleos. So as we can see, there's so many little bits and little quirks in this car that really you're gonna be very, very happy with. Okay, so we do have, the first thing we can see there is a nice big touchscreen that we have got. So everything that you want your car to be able to do is all there for you. And then we go over here and you can see the instrument cluster here as well, which you can actually change as well. So you can actually go through and change the instrument cluster to how you want that to be set up. We will go through that in more detail, but first of all, let's start here in the screen. So we have got navigation. So your navigation is all on the screen here, so you can go in and set up an address. Now the one thing I do like about Renault is it's very, very simple and easy to use. Okay, so you want Australia, no worries at all. You want the town, so we want Melbourne, and we want Kangan Drive. So we would just go in here and we would put Kangan Drive. There we are. So very, very simple. You put the house number in and you press set, and away it goes. It'll actually set it to that address. So very, very simple, easy to use. We can then go back to the home screen, back into menu, and then we've got multimedia. So we can then go through and radio, so we can go through your radio stations, back into home again, menu, and then we've got your phone. So you can actually go through, very easy to use, very, very easy, simple. So you've got apps that you can put in there. You can put your apps, app manager, and there is the R-Link store that you can buy apps as well to put on the car. Stepping down, we have your climate control, which you can see down on the bottom of the screen here. It actually shows up. So even me pressing that, you can see there you've got your fan speed, which we can turn your fan speed up and down. We can turn it on. We can turn it on and off. We can turn the AC on to make sure it is, and then we've got dual zone climate control there as well. So you can see everything is touchscreen here, and we have got your fast, soft, or normal. But then you've got your controls here as well that you can adjust everything through as well. Below that, we have got your demister and your windscreen and your rear windscreen demisters, and then you've got auto as well, which will set your temperature inside the car. Below that, we have got fan. So these are heated and cooled seats. So you've got the cooling seats, which has the fan that comes through the perforated leather. or we can turn on the heat. So we have got the heated seats. That's for the passenger side. Same with the driver's side. So we've got the fan blowing air through, which is the temperature that you've got set for the car, or then you've got your heated seats as well. Okay, so very, very nice. It's, if you're doing long distances, that's going to come in handy. We do have your auto stop start function. Okay, so these are proximity keys, as I said. Now, very large keys. Okay, so they are a big key, but you don't actually need to have them in the car. So they can be sitting in your bag or in your pocket somewhere, and you press that start button and it will start the car. Now, those keys do have to be inside the car, so you do actually have to have them in here. Just go take that back to home. Now, the other thing that we've got over here, so we're looking over we've got auto headlights, as I said before, and we've got auto wipers as well, which are over on the right hand side. So indicators are on the left and your wipers are over here on the right hand side. Okay, so being European. Now, this car does have a few little buttons that you can see on the steering wheel. So you do first of all have the nice sporty leather wrap steering wheel. Really, that's where it comes back to the Renault Sport. So nice leather wrap steering wheel, and we've got a few buttons on here as well. So we've got R, which is reset, and O, which is override, which is for your cruise control and speed limiter. Okay, so down in the center here, we've got cruise control. So we would set the speed to where we want the speed to be, and then we'd press the set button. So we'd press the R. That would set it, and then we would, if we wanted to pause that, we just push the brake, or we press override, so we can cancel it that way. Same with the speed limiter, very similar. You've got the plus minus button here, so you can set that to 50 k's. What that's going to do is it's going to stop the car from going over 50 kilometers per hour. So there's a difference, a bit of a difference between speed limiter and cruise control. Okay, so speed limiter limits you to the speed, where cruise control holds you at that speed. So the speed limiter, you can travel between 0 and 50 k's and not have to worry about going over the speed limit, where cruise control will hold you at that speed, and that's what it will stay. It'll stay at that speed. Okay, so cruise control, speed limiter, you do have the two options in this particular car. Over on the right hand side as well, just behind the steering wheel, we do have your controls for the radio. So you can see that there's a roller button behind here that we can go through. So Triple J, going through your radio stations, scrolling through, finding the one that you want to have it on. So there's all our radio stations that are pre-programmed. Go back to the Fox. Okay, and then we have got your plus and minus, which is for your volume. Now if we do have it turned up and we need to mute it, it's the middle button, which will actually mute it as well. And there we have the telephone, so it's saying phone menu not available. We don't have a phone set to it. And then we've got source and audio. Okay, so AM, FM radio stations. So we have digital radio as well. Okay, now that's going to give you a bit of an indication, if we just have a bit of a listen, how good that sound system really is. Very, very crisp, clear sound that comes through as well. Really nice sound through that Bose sound system that the car has got. Down here on the right hand side, we have got your traction control, so you can turn the traction control off on this car, but when you do that, that turns the collision mitigation warning, the collision mitigation off. Okay, so that is all done. Then here we have got a boot release, so you can actually press that button, which is actually going to open the boot. Now we should be able to do that as well. So it is, yes, you can open the boot from inside the car, but most of them you can open it, but you can't close it, where this will actually allow you to close the boot as well. Okay, so you press that simple the button twice, and you'll hear it beep twice, and then it does lock, so it'll close. Now what we've got here is 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive. So you have got 4-wheel drive lock, 4-wheel drive auto, and your 2-wheel drive function. Okay, so we usually leave it on the 4-wheel drive, but yes, the car is a 4-wheel drive. Over on the right hand side, we have got your mirrors that you can fold in and out. You have got the adjustment there. You can adjust your mirrors to how you want them. So you've got your arrows there you can adjust, and then you've got your 4 power window motors there as well, so your power window buttons there. Now in here you can see that you can actually see we've got the which way pointing north, so point of direction, radio station, and then it's saying what your tyres and everything's doing. So actually it's saying, so, and then you can see your brake is up here, so it's saying that you've actually applied brake, and then you need to apply brake to put it into gear. Okay, so plenty of things that you can learn in this car. I'm still learning as much as I can because they are a new model and they're very, very nice to drive. Now as we go around, we're just going to scan around, have a look at the leather seats, and the other thing as well is we do have the nice sunroof. So you've got the sunroof at the front, and at the rear you've got the panoramic glass roof. Okay, so let's just open that up. So you can see where that would be really nice in the city, especially if you're driving through Melbourne CBD and you've never actually driven through Melbourne before. You see the nice towers as you go, and you do have the proper block out blind as well, so very, very handy feature to have. Now as we can see down in here, the other thing as well, you do have your so you've got your air conditioner vents there, and you actually have got Bluetooth, so you've got your USB, so they do have your USBs in the Intens in the back here as well, and another cigarette lighter, so you can put DVD headrests and things in. But there you go, you can really see how nice and clean the car is, and you've got some more cup holders in the back there as well. Okay, so just going to show you quickly how the auto park system works. So we can see here, first of all, it's saying now to park, so we've got that button pressed. I have pressed that, and I've found exactly which way I want to park. So I want to just reverse park. Okay, so I've pressed that button. It says to drive forward, and it says now stop and to find reverse. So what we do now is I'm going to let the car do as it wants. So it's going to then start to park for me, and you can see that line dropping. Now what that line is doing is it's just telling me when it's going to tell me to stop. Okay, so all I'm doing right now is controlling the brake and the accelerator. So the car's basically doing all the work. And the car's just setting itself how it wants to park, stop, and then it says maneuver completed. Okay, we put it back into park. The car will then turn its automatic park brake on, and we are then done. So the same basically what we need to do is, I'll just run through how we did that again. I won't actually do the full park, but what we can, so just so you know exactly how that happened. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we just press we want to park, just a reverse park. So we set and we press that. So we're saying drive forward slowly, but you can see there the P button has come on. Okay, so saying drive forward slightly. Okay, so now it's saying P, so we then set it in reverse. So that's how the car then knows that it's got to start doing the reverse park. And it's as simple as that. So there you have it. There's a walk around presentation and a bit of a drive around presentation on this Renault Koleos. So look, I really think that if you do drive one of these, this will exceed your expectations. For a test drive or any inquiries on it, please call us here at Berwick Mitsubishi 9907 0555, and thank you very much for watching.